Did you know that maxing out specific stats will actually help out your GTA Online character? In this video, I will go over how to max out every single stat in GTA Online to make your character even better than before. So without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, so I'm going to be showing you exactly how to max out every single stat in GTA Online. Now, some of y'all are probably asking, well, Dr. Crush, where do I actually go to actually... Now, some of y'all are probably asking yourselves right now, well, Dr. Crush, how do I actually see our stats? Well, one way you can actually see your stats is you can go over here, click the pause, go over to online tab, scroll all the way down to players, and then you could take a look at your character right here. So right here, you can see 7 stats. So stamina is on top, then you have strength, shooting, stealth, flying, driving, mental state, but there's 2 of them that are hidden from that screen. One of them you're just not going to be able to look at all, but the game will actually like give you updates when this stat does increase. That is going to be your health, but also there's another one that's hidden, but you can just press down on the D-pad, hold down, and there's another one right there just under driving. It says lung capacity. So those are going to be the 9 total stats I'm going to show you how to max out in GTA Online. All right, so the first stat I'm actually going to talk about right now is going to be the health stat. Now the health stat, it's the one that's actually very hidden. You don't get to see like your health progress and all that, which is very unfortunate, but I kind of walk you through it. And pretty much the best way to max out your health, well, there's only one way to really max out your health. There's no like cheesy way you can increase your health, and that way to increase your health is going to be by actually leveling up your character, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, there are definitely ways that you can increase your level or your rank, but yeah, that's pretty much how you're going to be able to increase your health. So like right now, this account, I am a level 23. This is my level 1 Brokey account. This is where I showed y'all how to start out on GTA Online, and I mean, I've bought a lot of things on this account, but I am still only a level 23. This account barely has any health, and essentially how the health increases is every 20 levels, it gets a slight tick up. So like right now, I'm a level 23. I only have 1 tick up. And then there's pretty much a tick up from level 20, level 40, level 60, level 80, level 100, and then level 120. Once you get up to level 120, your health should be maxed out. And yeah, that's pretty much it though. With these other methods, there's like going to be ways where I can accelerate the progress here. I mean, yeah, sure, you can go ahead and like do a cheesy way to rank yourself up. But I mean, just in general, you can just do this by just playing the game. Just play the game, and yeah, you should be able to increase this stat. All right, before I get into the next stat though, 3 of these stats are actually going to be AFK methods to increase these stats. So I'm going to save the AFK methods at the end. Essentially, you're just going to be doing something, or your character's going to be doing something while you're not actually playing the game. But anyways, let's get into the next stat, and the next stat is going to be driving. Now driving is going to be the easiest method to increase the stat. Let me come to a complete stop real quick in the middle of the road. I mean, we'll take a look at my player. I'm a level 23, and I didn't even realize my driving's already completely maxed out. But yeah, my driving is completely maxed out on this account, and that wasn't me trying to increase the stat. So this is gonna be the easiest stat to upgrade. So yeah, you can literally just play the game. You just obviously gonna be driving around. It's not like you're gonna be running from one side of town to the other. You're gonna get in a vehicle to drive around. So yeah, just that in general will increase the stat. But if you really want to directly increase this stat without just letting it naturally increase, you can't do that. Well, the best method to do that is the method that I'm doing right now. And y'all probably didn't even realize that I'm even trying to increase a stat. I am driving right now on the opposite side of the road. Driving on the opposite side of the road will increase the stat. Oh my gosh, the moment I start talking about this method, I wreck. How embarrassing. But anyways, yeah, driving on the opposite side of the road is the best way to increase your stat. Now, the reason for this is because the game, as you're driving on the opposite side of the road, it's registering near misses. And a near miss is when you get close to another car, but you don't actually hit it. Like right there, like I am nearly hitting those vehicles, but I actually didn't hit those vehicles. Therefore, it is a near miss. Performing near misses will increase your driving stat pretty quickly. But if you don't want to do that, you just want to play the game, that's completely fine. This will max out pretty quickly. You can see this account is a level 23, and my driving is already completely maxed out. But yeah, this is going to be the best way to increase your driving stat. All right, before we get into the next stat, I forgot to explain like why increasing those last 2 stats will actually benefit you. So the health one, increasing your health stat, well, that one's pretty self-explanatory. So every 20 ranks you increase by, you're increasing your health. And then driving, the driving stat, increasing your driving stat will actually give you more control while driving, especially when you're airborne. You'll have full control when you're airborne. born and driving. So that's the main reason why we want to increase our driving stat. All right, but anyways, we need to get into our next stat, and the next stat is going to be our shooting stat. Now you can see on this account, our shooting stat, it's just like under 40%. We're labeled as a spray and pray kind of guy. But yeah, I'm going to show you the best way to increase your shooting stat right here. So currently right now, I am outside of an ammunition, but it's an ammunition with a gun range. Now this is crucial. We need an ammunition with a gun range. This one has a gun range, and then this one down here. This one down here in Cypress Flats. This one also has a gun range. You need to go to one of these two. All right, so what we need to do is we need to go inside this ammunition. We're not buying any weapons. We're going to go over here. This is going to be the gun range portion of the ammunition. So yeah, we want to go back here, and yeah, we want to participate in the shooting range. And for this, I would say keep the number of challenges unlimited, just so you can actually increase your shooting stat, so you don't have to leave and come back and join it. But yeah, so now from here, from this screen, we want to go down to heavy weapons, and this will allow us to use the minigun. All right, here we go. You just want to keep shooting. You want to absolutely just keep shooting. This is the best way to increase your shooting stat. Just because using the minigun, I mean, you're going to have a higher likely chance of hitting a lot of these targets. So you just want to just do this over and over. Okay, there we go. Round over. We hit 59 targets though, which is good. Wait, hold on. I didn't pay attention to see how much that increased my shooting stat from the beginning. Oh wait, no, I kind of remember though. I kind of remember where my shooting stat was. You just need to see like how much my shooting stat increased from that. So I didn't increase it by much, but this is gonna be the best way you can increase your shooting stat. It's gonna take a little bit. You're just gonna have to keep doing this over and over again. But yeah, that's gonna be the best way you can increase your shooting stat. And the benefits from a maxed out shooting stat will be the recoil from shooting your weapons will not be as aggressive, so that's gonna be nice. And it also reduces the reload time, which obviously that's a good thing too. But anyways, let's get into our next stat. And that next stat we want to try to increase is going to be our strength stat. So currently right now, our strength stat is it's a little bit up, but I think the only reason that it's up currently is because when I created this character, I try to put some of those points into strength just because it's very hard to increase strength. Like, you know, like if you keep playing the game, like your stamina will increase, your shooting will increase because you're shooting a ton, your driving will increase pretty easily, but strength really doesn't increase like that when you play the game naturally. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the best way how to increase your strength. So we need to start up a mission actually. Let's go over to play job, go to Rockstar created. We need to scroll all the way down to mission. So we need to scroll all the way down to this mission right here, and it's going to be methed up. Yeah, let's go ahead and start this up. So yeah, right now it's telling us to steal RV. We're completely ignoring that. We're not doing that at all. So right now we are still close to that ammunition that we were just at. We need to go down to the beach. We need to go down to the beach. And there is a specific reason why we are going down to the beach, but I'll explain that once we actually make it there. Almost wrecked. But luckily, my driving skill is so maxed out that we're here at the beach. And the reason we're here at the beach is because there's a ton of people, right? All right, and the best way to increase your strength stat is just by beating people up. It's literally just by beating people up. And yeah, there's a ton of people here at the beach. So yeah, we want to just try to beat up everyone we can. Just keep doing this over and over. Yeah, people are going to run away. But yeah, you're going to have to flag them down. I don't even think I hit that guy. He just tripped. So yeah, it literally, this is all you got to do. Oh, yeah, also, I'm doing this at nighttime right now. So there's not a ton of people, but during the daytime, there's gonna be more people out here. And the main reason we're doing this in a mission is because there's no cops on us. Because we did this in a normal public session, there would be cops on us. So yeah, right now we are protected with no cops on us. Just for some reason, some missions, there are no cops, and this is one of them. This is an easy one that you can do. And yeah, just by beating people up, you can increase your strength stat. And boosting your strength stat will actually increase your melee weapon damage. And apparently it also, according to what I'm looking at, it also increases your ladder climbing. So yeah, increasing your strength stat is actually pretty beneficial, especially when it comes to melee damage. But yeah, all you gotta do for this, just walk up and down the beaches where there's a ton of people, just keep beating people up. But anyways, let's get into our next stat. All right, so the next stat we need to get into is going to be the flying stat. Now on this account, I've barely done any flying. I think we literally just got to the point where I was able to purchase a sparrow that was right at the end of of me showing you how to start out as a level 1 in GTA Online. So yeah, I've barely flown around in GTA Online, so you can definitely see why it is so incredibly low, my flying stat at the moment. But anyways, the best way to increase your flying stat, there's gonna be 2 parts to this. This first part you can't just completely do. So yeah, I'm gonna have to show you another part after this. But anyway, best way to increase your flying stat is gonna be doing the flight school. So currently right now I am at LSIA, and this icon right here, this is labeled as San Andreas Flight School. And we need to be doing this. We need to do this to increase our flying stat. So yeah, this is kind of a double whammy. This will increase your flying stat, but this will also give you some money, not crazy money. And obviously on this account, I have done none of this. I have done nothing. I'm only gonna be doing 1 mission at the moment, so we might as well just do the first one right here, outside loop. So yeah, with these missions, with the flight school missions, they're gonna give you specific challenges that you can do. You'll need a gold medal so you can get the most money out of this, but obviously by flying a plane and completing these challenges, you're gonna be increasing your flying stat. Okay, so we need to do a loop. We just need to hold up on the left stick to do a outside loop. Very nice. We need to do 1 more outside loop. Okay, ready, set, doing an outside loop, and look at that, flawless, absolutely flawless. But then again, I've done this before. All right, and there we go. That was that mission, and there we go. Lesson passed. Got a gold medal, obviously, and we made $11,000. Not too bad. Some of these other ones are gonna be paying more money than this. All right, so I went ahead and I stole a jet from the military base. I need this for the next stat that I'm gonna show you how to increase, but this will also go into increasing your flying stat. So let's just say we completed the entire flying school. Your flying stat is still not going to be fully maxed out. So another way that you can actually fully increase your flying stat is actually by just landing and taking off with a plane, or a helicopter too, for that matter. Okay, here we go. We are at LSIA. We're here at the runway. We'll just make this easy on ourselves. Very wide open area. Maybe not the best looking landing, but there we go. We just landed. We'll just come to a complete stop just for good measure, and then we'll just take off again. And you just do that over and over again to increase your flying stat. But yeah, increasing your flying stat will actually give you more control when your aircraft feels any turbulence. Like as you fly, your controller will start to shake. I don't know, your aircraft will kind of go in slight directions that you're not really telling it to. That's when your aircraft is feeling some turbulence. But if your flying stat is fully increased, it'll give you more control when that happens. All right, but anyways, we need to get into our next stat. And this is gonna be the final stat that is actually going to be completed without going AFK. Or at least the best method to complete it is not any method that involves AFK. And that is going to be increasing your mental state. So your mental state stat is going to be that bottom one right there, the one below driving. And the thing is, this is the only stat that will increase but will also decrease. And I'll just go over the benefits of having an increased mental state. There's no actual benefit of having an increased mental state. Your just player icon on the map will be just completely red if you're completely maxed out. So mine right now, you can see in the bottom left-hand corner at the mini map, ours is white. That's because we have a very low mental state, actually completely 0. But as that increases, our icon will become more and more red. I got this laser because right now I am on my level 1 Brokey account. So I am only, I think I increased 1 level. So I am now, no, I lied. I'm still level 23. So yeah, I needed this laser. And pretty much the best way to increase your mental state is by just blowing up property. And what is the best property to blow up? The easiest property to blow up? It's going to be cars. I don't think I just hit a car right there. Will admit, this is going to take a lot of skill flying. Yeah, oh my God, our jet is about to just absolutely die in a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, I hit some vehicles finally. Wow, that was really embarrassing. But you can see right there in the bottom left-hand corner, your mental state level is rising. You will stand out on the map if your mental state is high. And that's pretty much what I was talking about earlier when your player icon will be red. It will just absolutely just stand out. So yeah, you just want to get in a jet or something like that. You just want to keep blowing up cars. If you're a good pilot, then this could be pretty quick. But I'm not a good pilot. Maybe not the best of the best. I think I'm all right. But I will say that there is no benefit to this. I just want to show you exactly how you can increase your mental state. So yeah, so let me keep doing this for a little bit and I'll show you my mental state. It's not 0. So yeah, if you're a low level, this is probably something that you just don't even want to worry about. Like if you're a good pilot or anything like that, you do like a lot of dogfighting or anything like that, then yeah, you can go ahead and do this. If you just desperately want your mental state to increase, I guess we'll just play it where it lies. Yep, there goes the jet. So yeah, let's take a look at my mental state now. I don't think it would be that high. I didn't destroy that many cars. But yeah, you can see right there. It increased a little bit. That's going to be the best way to increase your mental state. But yeah, over time, your mental state will go down. So just keep that in mind too. All right, but anyways, there's 3 more stats that we need to fully increase. 2 of them are going to involve us going AFK underwater. So since we're on land right now, let's go over the one that requires us to be on land. So our next stat that we're going to try to increase will be our stealth stat. So let's just say, hey, you want to increase your stealth stat? Well, I got you. I'll show you how to do it. And pretty much, I'm just going to show you exactly how to go AFK. So right now in my hands, I have a sticky note, and I'm going to fold the sticky note 3 times. I'm going to fold the sticky note 3 times. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So you need a sticky note for this method, or you can use a rubber band too. Or we just need something to really push our stick in a direction where our character is moving. Like, I don't know, like right now I am moving. I am pushing my left stick. So we just need our character to be constantly moving. But before we get into that part though, we need to actually get into stealth. So in order to get into stealth, we just want to press down on the left stick. So right now our character's in stealth, and we're moving in stealth right now, obviously. We want our characters to continuously move in stealth. So probably not a good idea too to do this in the middle of the road like I'm going to do, because well, we might have the chance to get run over. But I'm only just showing you an example. But anyways, just take that sticky note, you fold it 3 times, or you take a rubber band or something, and then put it on your left stick to the point where it's pressing down. Hold on, I'm getting it situated. All right, there we go. My left stick is completely down. My hands are not touching the controller. You can see our character is moving around in circles. This is what's going to happen. I don't know. At this point, you can do whatever you want. You can go on YouTube. You can watch Dr. Crush. But yeah, this is going to be the easiest way to increase your stealth stat. So increasing your stealth stat will increase how fast you walk while in stealth mode and how quiet you are in stealth mode. So yeah, that's going to be the main reasons why we want to increase our stealth stat. But anyways, let's get into the final 2 stats. All right, so we have 2 more stats that we have to get into. The next one that we're going to talk about though is going to be stamina. Take a look at our player stamina right now. My stamina is probably close to halfway, probably a little over 40%, something like that. There's probably another stat that you can probably get up pretty quickly. Like to be honest, in my opinion, you really don't have to pay too much attention to stamina. It's gonna naturally go up, you know, if you're just running around in game like this or something like that. But if you do want to actually go ahead and try to max out your stamina as quick as possible, I'm gonna show you the best method right now. So currently right now, I'm at the pier. And obviously when we're at the pier, we're at the end of the pier. Right below us is, well, water. We are above water. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna jump off. We're gonna jump off. We're gonna jump into the water, do a nice little dive. Cool. Now we're not gonna swim underwater. Keep that in mind, because we're gonna drown. We're gonna stay on top of the water. So we're gonna use the same strategy as we did with the stealth, except we're just gonna be swimming. So for me, I like to use the sticky note approach. So I have my folded up sticky note. I'm gonna push up my left analog stick, and yeah, there we go. So I have no hands on a controller right now. My character is just swimming. My character is just swimming in circles. So swimming in circles like this is going to increase your stamina as quickly as possible, or it's gonna be the quickest way to do it. But yeah, like I said, this is probably like one of the 3 stats I would say that you don't necessarily have to really focus on trying to increase, just because if you naturally just play the game, your stamina should just increase because you're just running around and stuff like that. So yeah, the 3 stats I would say that are probably the easiest to increase naturally are going to be stamina, which is what we're doing right here. Shooting, because well, there's a lot of shooting we got to do in this game. So yeah, naturally your shooting will just go up. And then driving. I mean, yeah, driving is like the easiest one to increase naturally. But hey, if you really do want to go ahead and increase your stamina, this is going to be the best way for it. But anyways, let's get into the final stat that we need to increase. All right, so the last stat that we're going to get into is going to be lung capacity. Now, scrolling back over to our character statistics, there's actually not anything that's labeled as lung capacity, but lung capacity is a stat. You can actually check it out though. It's not like health where there's no way you can actually track how much health you have and whatnot, but you can actually track your lung capacity. You just got to hold down the down button on your D-pad, and then it comes up with all your statistics right there. So right under driving, there it is, lung capacity. So yeah, that is what we're going to be increasing right now. So we do need to make it to the water at some point, but before we do that, we actually need to go ahead and get ourselves a scuba outfit. So right now I am at ammunition, so we can head on into ammunition, and we need to go right here. We need to browse outfits. On this rack, you can also browse tops. We're trying to browse outfits. So like right here, you can browse outfits. So yeah, let's take a look at outfits. So we need to scroll down to 46 out of 56 of the clothing tabs, and this one right here is going to be scuba, obviously. So we want to click it, and we can equip a scuba outfit. Now, I do have the Kasatka on this account. I'm assuming I just already get this scuba outfit for absolutely free, but I'm trying to like show it for someone that doesn't have like a lot in the game. So that's why I'm here at ammunition. All right, but anyways, we have our scuba gear on. So yeah, we need to head back to the water. So I'm going to head back to the pier real quick. All right, so we've made it back to the pier. So yeah, once again, we need to get into the water. So yeah, we're here at the water. Let's just jump on in. And yeah, obviously our scuba gear is equipped. And the reason we're putting on scuba gear is to make sure we don't lose health. Because obviously, if you have something else, like your health is going to go down. Even if you have rebreathers, like eventually you'll run out of rebreathers and you'll lose health. So that's why we want a scuba gear. So the barrier to entry for this specific one's going to be a little bit more, I guess. But pretty much how to increase lung capacity is just spending time underwater. That's literally it. Now, obviously, if I'm not doing anything, then the game will consider you being idle, and then it'll eventually kick you out after, what, 15 minutes or something like that. So yeah, once again, we're going to do our AFK method. Even though technically we don't have to swim around in circles, we're going to do that just to kind of register to the game that, hey, we are still here. Even though we're not doing anything, we're still here. So once again, for me, I'm going to take my folded up sticky note, position it on my left analog stick. I mean, okay, my character is not technically... Is my character technically moving? Well, I guess very little my character is technically moving. Here, I'm trying to position it in a way that I'm like very obviously moving. So yeah, your lung capacity will increase, allowing you to swim underwater for longer. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, you look at that in the bottom left-hand corner. My lung capacity, it's at 20 out of 100 now. That's the first time that that's happened this video. Nice. See, look, it's working. Another thing too about doing like AFK methods, like what I'm doing right here to try to increase my stats, is that right now I'm on my Xbox Series X, and for some reason this does not work with a wireless controller for whatever reason. I think eventually your wireless controller is like, all right, you're not doing anything, I'm just gonna cut myself off. And then once your controller cuts off, then, well, obviously your character's not doing anything at that point. But yeah, anyways, this is gonna be the best way to increase your lung capacity. So those are gonna be the best strategies you can use to absolutely increase your stats. So you can be like a level 10, something like that, but yet you have completely maxed out stats, and it can actually help you out a little bit, but also it's kind of like bragging rights to your friends. And you'd be like, whoa, how's your strength like fully maxed out, bro? Mine's still only at like 20% of the way there. And then you'd be like, bro, you're weak. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't get messed out on any of my King of Paleto Bay series. Make sure you check out this video right here if you want to see me start out as a level 1 in Paleto Bay in GTA Online.